So I'm Derek Raynes, and I'm an athletic trainer, so that's a nationally certified athletic trainer, an ATC. I'm also a performance enhancement specialist certified by the National Academy of Sports Medicine. Going back to what we were saying a second ago, really the most important part about the cool down to me, and again, there are varying opinions on all this, but it's managing that inflammation. You spoke about lactic acid. That's important, and that varies from person to person too. But again, your liver and the lymph system is what governs all of these fluids and these byproducts of performance and explosive movement. And so when we take that time to continue to, we scale up in the warm-up, and so we scale back in the cool down. When we just stop, if we're as explosive as we can be, we've been performing, and we stop altogether, we get a lot of pooling of some of these fluids, and we're not really doing much to activate that lymph system. But when we continue to dial back that movement little by little as we come down from exercise, and our heart rate returns to something normal, but we can stretch out those muscles, we can activate those symptoms that help to reabsorb that inflammation and eject it out of our bodies properly every time that we exercise. We've really done our body a service, and we don't get any of the damaging aspects of inflammation. When it comes to cooling down, there's a million ways to do it. It depends on what your sport is. We're going to talk about soccer. Just once we come off the field, a basic jog is good to start that cool down, and then essentially we can go right into our different stretches. Now, when we're talking about soccer, that lumbopelvic complex, the hip complex it's getting a lot of work during these. It's a lot of explosive movement in the hips and that core and our core slings. So what we want to do is we want to start to make sure that before we stretch, we want to return to moving through full ranges of motion because some of that inflammation and some of those fluids can sort of restrict movement right away. That's why we get that stiff feeling post-exercise. So if we continue to move through a full range of motion and then we sort of progress into static stretches and then activate that lymph system, that can really it can help us to manage those fluids better.